Hey folks, Andrew Rains here. Just wanted to show everyone some new post-session information now that we've updated our iOS app. It's been out for almost a month now. So let's hop in here to the post-session review tab here, the data review tab. I just want to show you guys what things look like with the software version 4.00, I believe. Yeah, 4.00. It's going to give us a lot more in-depth information, and want to find the right session here. Back on October 21st at Bar Motorsports Park, I recorded this, so it actually post-dated my old information and updated it with the new functionality. So a couple of things in the top right-hand corner of the screen, we now have this compose button, which is going to allow you to make notes on your whole session. So obviously the driver, I was driving. It was an epic race car, sure was. That's our World Challenge Honda Accord. Weather and setup as well. So now on each session you can make session notes so that when you go back and look at that session in the future, you'll be able to tell exactly what was going on, what the conditions were like, and so on and so forth. Now the question mark here, that's going to give us information on that particular part of the app. So you'll see that on all parts of the latest iOS app. It's going to give more insight and in-depth information about the functionality that you're viewing. Just hit next tip to cycle through multiple tips that are going to allow you to really utilize the information as best as possible. Hit OK to exit. Now we see our laps here. Obviously we have the same layout with lap number, our lap time, and our apex score on the right. But I want to show you guys what happens now when we tap an individual lap. So we're going to get this cool GPS overlay. So now I can actually analyze my driving line where I was placing the car on the track, and I can also see my apex score and my speed. So I can toggle between the two of those. Now with speed, just like apex score, basically the lower the value, the darker the color, the warmer the color, so the closer to red it will be. So with speed, the real value there is to compare it lap to lap to see how much your speed is going to vary in certain corners. And same with apex score. And so what I like to do for each lap is I like to look at 3 or 4 laps when I obviously am not impeded by traffic or anything like that, and I can get an idea of how the car was handling, how I was feeling as far as what I was doing behind the wheel, and then make a couple of notes on where I can improve. So here I'm going to use laps 5, 6, 7, and 8. My apex score is pretty consistent between a 78 and an 82 on these laps. My lap time only varies just about a second, a little under a second. And I want to go through and look at where I'm seeing red, orange, and yellow stripes in the corner. So a consistent place that I'm seeing it on every lap is right here at the exit of turn 12, or just past the apex of turn 12. And then I also see a little stripe here as I exit turn 1 going up into turn 2. So that's going to tell me a couple of things. First of all, those are the 2 places that I'm going to focus on next time I'm out on the track, because I'm seeing those more consistently than anywhere else. So I know I'm going to need to be doing something different. So I'm going to try and pay attention to exactly what the light bar was showing me, and that'll give me more indication of what was actually going on in real time. But what I can assume from this is that I'm not rolling enough mid-corner speed here at turn 12. That's why I'm underutilizing the grip just past the apex. So I probably can have confidence that I should carry a little less brake pressure into the corner. So what I'm going to advise myself to do here, and I'm really first going to make the note here. I'm going to swipe to the left and make a note, and I'm going to say less brake pressure into turn 12. Simple as that. So I'm going to make a note there that I'm going to use less brake pressure as I enter turn 12. I'm going to use less total brake pressure. So if I'm using 75%, I'm going to knock it down to 70% or so. What I'm probably going to do is knock it down about 1% a lap, just a little bit less brake pressure each lap next time out, until I get confident that I'm rolling more speed through there and I'm seeing less red lights on the device. And that way, in real time, I can get a fix on what the device is showing me, and I can immediately see, hey, is that an improvement, or am I actually not changing anything? And that's just really helpful. So that's a quick example of how we can utilize the apex score and what I call discipline data, which is going to be reviewing our data for 3 to 5 minutes in between sessions, giving ourselves 1 to 2 places to focus on the track the next time out, and not overloading ourselves with data. Then we're going to do a deep dive at the end of the day. All right, everyone, thanks for watching. Really appreciate it. Download our app on the Apple App Store today and experience all the new features. We've made Crew View more robust. We'll go into more depth on how that works later. We've also now have a simulator where you can simulate what the device is showing you, and we'll show you that more in the future.